Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to A Christian Woman's Journey. You have caught us in the middle of a make and bake weekend. This is the end of last year's garlic, and we are getting right on the verge where we're going to be picking the next batch of garlic. So what does that mean? What do we do? And we have so much left over. You can see right behind me. And I've done a whole video on this, by the way. We are dehydrating the garlic to make garlic powder. Let's check it out. This takes a few hours. Oh, and those chips are looking great. Tried to cut them nice and thin this time, and yeah, they're getting brittle. And so, yeah, when they are brittle, that is how you know they are done. Now, I will address this because people will ask me. Yes, I have a cluttered countertop. Uh-oh. Bad for a YouTuber, right? Well, I'm kind of one of those real YouTubers. Okay, let me explain. So I made a video maybe a month ago at this point, and somebody came on and really chewed me up and spit me out because, allegedly I'm this homemaker with all this time in my hands, and boy, what a slob I am, I guess, because that's what they told me in the comments, that, boy, I have a really, really messy house. Well, you want to know why that's there? We not only have a really sick old dog, we have a really sick old cat. I often kind of make light of it and I say we're running a cat and dog hospital. But yeah, sometimes things are going to be in a little bit of disarray. I apologize for it, but it is what it is. We're real people. But back to the subject at hand. Let's get outside. Let's head to the garlic beds. You see my new gate we had to put up. Take our little path here. We actually have another gate that we had to put up on the other side. This is kind of my prayer space here too. We'll talk about that another time though. But yeah, we had to put up, you can see, another whole gate. My husband and my son did that because we get way too many deer, but it looks wonderful. Wow, awesome. Everything's coming in. Zucchini mania here. Oh my goodness, exciting. Got the yellow squash coming in. Finally got everything weeded, everything. Okay, so this is the Montana Giant. Maybe next week for these, but this is the bed we're going for over here. This has in the middle, we have Vietnam purple. And on the right, we have chestnut red. I think it might be ready. You can see we missed a couple of scapes here. That's okay. And what we're looking for, I made a whole video on this before, but why not talk about it again? We're looking for the bottom 3 pairs of leaves to be nice and dried, and I think we might be ready with the Vietnam purple. Oh, this is really small. Should I pull some more or wait? This looks ready. Okay, we're a little small here. We're gonna wait another week. Started some homegrown sage, got some rosemary over there, really focusing on the spices, trying to save money. Let's get this off. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, and it smells so nice, and we're gonna use it to make homemade sausage this weekend, part of our make and bake. Right next to it, oh, this lettuce wants to bolt. Oh no, and we love this Yeticule lettuce. This has to go with tonight's dinner. Peas looking great. We're gonna grab the last of the harvest. Okay, so that was kind of our version of a quick impromptu lunch. Sometimes we're more elaborate, but we don't like to get caught off guard because then we end up shopping for cold cuts. They're too expensive, they're bad for you. So we've moved on to what is commonly known as mezza. And what I believe it's a Greek word, and it's kind of an impromptu lunch that you throw together. It's your leftovers. You can put out cheese, olives, bread, cut vegetables, fruit, a bunch of other stuff, but you just assemble it all together quickly and you have a really good homemade impromptu lunch. Check out the garlic. These look great. Okay, let me show you what these look like when they're done. The chips are dry and they are brittle. They break right in half. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's make the homemade breakfast sausage. I got 2 pounds of ground pork here. Got this for $1 and change a pound. So this is something I make whenever I get the pork on sale. Gonna start by adding a teaspoon of salt, and I use real salt. This has not been stripped of all its minerals. That's why I go for that. You're gonna add a half a teaspoon of ground pepper. We love tricolor peppercorn, so that is what I'm using. Let's do some ground nutmeg, half a teaspoon. And this is obviously all to taste. Everybody's a little bit different. My family really likes it. A teaspoon of paprika. Now the recipe calls for a tablespoon of brown sugar. I always cut this back. Again, it's according to your taste. I do only half that amount. And since I made garlic powder earlier, I had a little extra garlic left. Why don't we do a little experiment here? Little garlic never hurt anything, right? Let's throw some garlic into our sausage. We're gonna test that out for the first time. Now here comes the extra fun part. I had dried some homegrown sage. We're gonna use that this morning. I picked a little bit of homegrown rosemary. Okay, so we're looking for just about a teaspoon of ground sage. This has gotten nice and dry since I picked it. And just go ahead and grind this up. And I will say the scent that is coming from this is just unmatched. It is the essential ingredient in your breakfast sausage. And look at this, it looks like I'm getting probably just about a teaspoon, maybe a little more. So we're looking for just about a half a teaspoon of rosemary. And again, the scent is just unmatched. I'm just so excited to be doing this with my own homegrown spices. Okay, let's get this in. This is our last ingredient before we mix. I get this really well mixed. We want our spices distributed. We're gonna make little patties out of it. Okay, let's get going. These are almost about the size of a meatball, except we're gonna flatten them. Gonna get them all fried up. I will always drain mine. I don't like to store it with all the fat on it. And then we'll have them in the freezer ready for breakfast. Okay, getting that sizzling. Now, another option would be if you just want to fry this up directly, this is absolutely great in a breakfast burrito. I am pooped, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Hope it gave you some great money-saving ideas, maybe a little inspiration. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. Love and light. To God be the glory. I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.